They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
That was a first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Randolph. That's caught down the field by Palmer. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's again complete to Palmer. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Looking to throw. Randolph. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look at and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair that hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Following the fumble recovery, Randolph. He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Back to throw. Randolph. And he is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Randolph. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now a stoppage for an injured player. A lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs who is shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
11 yards for number 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hand.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And that's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Beatty with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Over the middle, complete. That's Vasquez. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Randolph. Throw left side, complete. That's Turner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Randolph. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Randolph. Going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Richardson looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Richardson to the air on first down. Pass out left finds Johnston. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Come on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Well, design run here for Ayuk. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big loss.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. It's going to be a gain of 13 there as they convert by a good 3 yards on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 2. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Going quickly out to the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Beatty. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with all the kind of offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll run on first down.
Quinn down to the 42, second down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Back to throw. Randolph.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Okay, ready?
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Richardson now on second down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. That one caught downfield by Watson.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Houston.
Christian Watson.
61 yards.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Randolph. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards on the first down. Keep it at 2nd and 1.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Randolph.
That's complete to Mooney.
Touchdown, Texans.
Darnell Mooney.
51 yards.
And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He has just been on the road for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take
Catch
away
the
all
ball.
the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Quinn. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Randolph. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Quinn. And he'll get it down this time to 17.
7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Randolph. His pass caught at the 4. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Operating from the gun. Randolph. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 11. And it's
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Quinn. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
On third down, Quinn. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Texans are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
No! Bring it! 79 Broncos!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Richardson. He's got Ayuk once again. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Richardson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Richardson going to change the play here. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Here we go.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 52, Ravens 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down and 3. Richardson to throw off play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Yeah, Richardson yet again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
120 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go now.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.